I found this, which is a gentleman interviewing various MLB players, including, I believe, at one point, Marcus Semien is involved here as well, asking them, what's the strangest thing you've had to sign as a player?
Strangest item you've ever been asked to sign?
That's a tough question. I mean, I've signed a lot of crazy stuff. I signed a bowling ball.
Bowling ball?
Yeah, when I was bowling, but
wow.
I don't know why they would want a bowling ball. But
I mean, that's unique.
just,
One of one, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna sound a little weird. A pregnant lady's stomach.
Bueno, una pelota de fútbol.
Pelota de
Soccer
fútbol?
ball.
Yeah.
When I was in AA, there was a lady that had me sign her baby's forehead with her lipstick.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's unique.
It was really weird.
Awesome, but you did it?
I did it.
Awesome, went smoothly?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Someone had like an old antique train, from a train set, and they're like, can you please? That's like all they had on.
Nice.
Cell phones are kind of weird, like disposable cups, so probably those two.
Baby in San Francisco. I autographed the baby. I did.
I mean, I don't want to call a human an item, but like a baby's arm or something, like a baby.
Did
I catch like a solo cup in there?
Yeah. I wonder if it's a solo cup or if it's like one of the souvenir cups in the stadium and get it signed. You know, I do love that one of the players, and I can't remember which at this point, made sure that you knew that it wasn't just a baby. It was a baby that was in San Francisco. I don't know what makes it special about that San Francisco baby, but they signed. I didn't realize, what kind of parents are y'all that are just out here like, please put this Sharpie on my child?
Yeah, I don't.
And I hope it's a Sharpie because it better not be a pen. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Okay. And that really brought me to the whole thing of when presented by this, I thought to myself, I'm glad I have time to think about it, because I have never been one to, like, even when I was younger, really want autographs. Unless it was like an autographed, like a ball if you're at a game or something like that, definitely.
But what's funny is that you're saying that you need time, except all of these feel like the result of not having time. Just being like, I have 15 seconds where I'm standing next to Mike Trout. What do I have with me? My child, please sign. Or a bowling ball. I don't understand what that was.
But like what, I mean, I guess it's kind of a funny story. You take a picture of it. But like to me, and this is before we had, cameras on our cell phones and stuff. So it wasn't, unless you had a camera on you to take a picture. Like, what am I going to do with this napkin or piece of paper that has,
cherish it forever,
Paul O'Neill's signature on it? I don't, it's just
the
nothing.
Name drop of Paul O'Neill.
Keep in mind where I grew up.
Yeah. That's right.
I just, if I had something that was signed, like, I've had some stuff, like I still have a Bears helmet that's signed by Dan Hampton. I grew up, I had a football that was signed by Mike Ditka. Like, yeah, like that stuff's cool, but I don't like go asking, or I certainly don't do it now, but asking for autographs.
Okay, so what's the strangest thing that you would like to have signed?
Okay.
Or that you'd want signed, and by whom, right? And you do not have to limit this to athletes.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't. And shout out to our people on the truckwreck.com text line from the 982. They said they had Fat Joe sign their YMCA t-shirt when they were 5. Them and a friend spotted him in the DC airport while they were waiting for a flight. He was not cool about it. In all caps, not cool about it. Oh, man.
So I went weird.
Okay, fantastic. That's what we're asking for.
You know the first one that popped in my head?
No, I do not, because I don't want to get in that mind space at all.
The gun that killed Bin Laden.
Yeah, that's you definitely went weird.
Yeah.
Signed by whom?
The guy that shot him.
Okay, look, I figured, but you can't assume, because you might have been like, hey,
bleep that dude.
I would like to see someone else sign this.
A Dickie by Randy Quaid, if anybody gets what that means. Do you know what a Dickie is? I barely knew what a Dickie was, and I'm 43.
Are we not talking about the pants?
No.
Okay, fantastic.
A Dickie is...
Is that what you were with me, right, Ruben?
Yeah, I'm on the same
boat.
boat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm not out here alone. I was like, I hope I'm not alone here.
Back in the... by the 80s, I think they were gone. And if you're older... 877-881-1053. Hit us up on the truckwreck.com text line, because you're going to know this fashion thing more than I am. But imagine a turtleneck.
Yeah.
but instead of wearing the whole turtleneck, it's the turtle like up on
it's
your
just
neck.
the neck portion?
And it goes down to like right about here.
Oh, so
like on your chest.
Yeah, you're just like a
it's like an insert.
Yeah, so you're basically just like a Hall of Fame bust at that
Yeah.
point. Yeah. And then the rest of you is exposed to the elements.
You would want the turtleneck look.
Without
'Cause
actually
imagine
wearing a
that,
turtleneck?
Without wearing a turtleneck.
What's wrong? What was wrong with people in the
I know.
80s?
So I would. The reason
What
why
was wrong
I
with
said
them?
Randy Quaid is because, Uncle Eddie in Christmas Vacation, where.
There you go. Twolo Vader
Yeah.
said it's what Eddie wore in Christmas Vacation. There you go. You had it.
Yeah, Randy Quaid. So that's why I'd want that signed by him.
There you
That
go.
had to be funny.
From the 774, they got a Caddyshack framed poster.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
had it signed by Carl Spackler himself, and apparently Bill Murray.
No, that is
Oh no,
Bill
they said
Murray
having
played.
Bill Murray would be dope. Oh yeah,
or
Bill
having
Murray.
it. No. Bill Murray played. Carl Spackler is the
There you go. See,
character.
Okay. As you can tell, I've watched Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Did not remember the character's name.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so there's Bill Murray. Gotcha. And just keep it moving. Like, he is Bill Murray in this movie. And to be fair, Bill Murray, it was like a lot of Bill Murray himself. It felt like.
Absolutely.
So it's just like, yeah, that's Bill Murray. Whatever the character's name. His name is Bill Murray.
Yeah. I mean, Ramis and what's his name? The other guy that wrote and directed these, like they would just let Chevy and Bill go.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3 on my list is Jerry Springer's check.
What?
Yeah.
Is this just I want to go cash his check? Is that
No.
what you're doing? Okay.
So you all,
because I was like, that would be a fun way to get around this. Just like, yes, I would like Patrick Mahomes' check signed by Patrick Mahomes.
You all know
on the authorization line, so I can show up at Bank of America, right?
You all know Jerry Springer from the Jerry Springer Show.
Correct.
Of course, that's like the show you watching when you don't go to school.
Yes.
That was a show that you was watching?
Hey man, do what you got to do.
Did y'all not watch
PBS Kids?
Okay, that's fair, but I felt like the definitive I did not go to school and I watched this show was The Price is Right.
Yes, that is a
Okay,
must.
cool. I just want to make sure.
They still run it though.
Yeah.
Springer was more like early afternoon, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 11 a.m. -ish.
You can't have that Springer stuff going in the morning. It's a little early for those Springer topics. Anyway, before Jerry Springer was a national talk
Mayor of
host.
Cincinnati, correct?
He was.
I got him.
Whose political career was derailed because of a check that he had paid a hooker with. Now, Jerry denies this story, but she has the check.
Real backward hustle there, man.
Yeah.
That's a cash business, dog.
So I'd like to have that check.
Okay, that's memorabilia, right? Some people like trading cards, and you would like, the real check. I feel you.
I got a sports one here for you. In fact, I got 2 sports ones.
Cool.
One of Pete Rose's betting slips from any time pre-1989.
Pretty cool. You want the ones that got him in trouble.
Yes.
Not the ones you want the meaningful
You can get any of
ones.
them
Yeah,
now.
That's right.
But the ones that, would have had him in some deep you-know-what.
From the 229, they said, "Hey there, are you young whippersnappers? Those dickies would keep you warm in the cold winter. You know what also would keep you warm?
A turtleneck,
sweater, right? That's the point. Is not the idea that I get it, right? That part keeps your neck warm. I feel like if you need to be warm, you might need all the material. Personally.
903, Will, my mom let me go to school with a red dickie on under a white button down in 67, 68. Yeah, I don't know where the genesis of when these were all around, but I just knew about them.
Also on the 661 on the truckwreck.com text line, they said they would like a bowling ball signed by Micah Parsons.
Okay.
And
somebody's coming in hard with Maury Povich. I don't know why though.
But what do you want signed by him? Like, there's just anything, just whatever's available. Is that what we're doing there?
I think that maybe they're just responding to the watching TV while you're at home from school.
Ah, that's a good point.
This one, I would love, like, one of my favorite calls of all time, because it was a really good call, but it was also one of my teams. When Jim Nance said, the best team all year is the best team tonight. The Kentucky coronation is complete.
Yeah,
and I would love to have, like, that, basically just a still shot of, like, the floor, like, when everything started coming down.
Blowing up.
And have Jim sign it with all that on there. And I was thinking about it on the way down here. I was like, I could do that.
Yeah,
I mean, I could just email Jim and ask him and be like, hey, man.
You could actually very easily get that done. You have the connections to make that happen.
My last one. And I was trying to decide which prop, and I had two here, but maybe if you guys were fans of, maybe not YouTube, but anybody in general, the original Batman.
Adam West.
Well, not that original. The original movie. Now, Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson.
I thought we were going to start talking about 1966
No,
Batman.
no.
Look, if we need to talk about 66 Batman, I am there for that. 10 times out of 10.
That's still one of my favorite movies of all time. And whether it was the boxing glove gun signed by Jack or the fake teeth, you know, when he like kind of spurts them out, signed by Jack Nicholson, who's my favorite actor of all time.
Very nice.
Paternity test signed by Maury Povich. That's phenomenal.
I feel like you got to get the manila folder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get that.
I think what you would do is you would frame it side by side, you know, have the manila folder and then have the actual paternity test signed by Maury.
Okay, I think that'll work. It's the Get Right. We're Reggie KG on 105 through the Fit. I don't know how to segue out of that. I apologize.
Did you?
I thought about it. I was like, I don't know where to go.
Did you think at all that was going to be, you're going to hear any of those things on my list tonight?
Not whatsoever, but that's the point.
The Nance thing could have been, that's the only thing plausible I think that you could have been like, all right, I could see that.
No, I wouldn't have guessed any of this. None of it. To be fair, I didn't really try. But that's my MO. Yes, I did say that that's a cash-only business because it is. We are about facts around this part.